Hey y'all, what's going on? Hold on a second. Let me figure out what the heck is going on. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Alright. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Sorry I'm a little bit late. Y'all. Oh, Lord. I'm not used to going live, so y'all gotta excuse me. Dropping stuff. Goodness, hey. I don't know what the heck. Wait, y'all. Let me get my setup together here. Cause I was supposed to. I always use my tablet to do my videos, but I know, right? I'm trying to turn it sideways, but it won't. Hold up, y'all. Okay, there we go. All right. Hey, y'all. Now I'm upside down. Hey, Jessica. All right, and you. All right, y'all. So I am here with an update. Hey, Miss Love and Life Jones. What's going on, gorgeous? I seen you earlier, girl. I said you better get it. Hey. Okay, good. Hey. Hey. Miss NBM. Hey, I'm all right, y'all. Hanging in there. So I wanted to give y'all an update of what's going on with my daughter. So yesterday was her hearing, right? I'm gonna put it like this. Let me put this phone down so I could pour myself a drink, y'all. Don't judge me. I had a rough week. I got a little bottle of the 1800 silver. I never had this before, so I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I got some cranberry juice. Somebody opened my goddamn cranberry juice and it wasn't me. But anyway, so we went to the hearing yesterday, right? And I know, y'all, I'm pouring quite a bit. You know what? What the hell? I'm off tomorrow. All right. So, okay, y'all. So basically, the appeal, the whole point of the whole point of the appeal process was to see if they'll let my daughter come back to the school. Excuse my expression, but you know the motherfuckers said they uphold, meaning they upheld the punishment and they upheld her being expelled from school, meaning she can't come back until next school year. The other girl got to say, "Ooh, this strong," before I even drink it. Not bad. All right, so Mama 4. Basically, long story short, kind of got to watch my other live video to get the whole story. But my daughter had a fight in self-defense. Two girls approached her. Exactly. Low down, country, old. Like, at the end of the day, I really, really feel that race played a part in their decision. The superintendent was there. So they made a decision without us being in the room. Had us wait an hour for them to have the decision or for them to make their decision. And then they called us in the room after the decision was made. So it was 3 African American people on the board. Everybody else was of Caucasian descent, right? So, okay. Thank you, Marsha. I see what you're saying. No problem. Hey, Tosh Time, how you doing? Yeah, it is real messed up, y'all. But I went or whatever, and basically, I sat next to the superintendent, and she said that everybody said, "Great to see you too." Everybody pretty much was like that. They pretty much made up their mind. Now, the assistant superintendent was there, and he introduced himself to me personally and gave me his card. And he said to reach out and also, to try to see if. Let me back it up. He walked us out after they told us that they made a decision, and he was like basically that He said they. He made sure he said twice. He was like, they made the decision to uphold your daughter being out of school and uphold her punishment. And I was like, they? He said, yes, they. So I'm assuming that it was a vote type deal. And again, it was about 3 African American people on the board that were in the room that voted. And it was about maybe 6 Caucasian people. Again, I hate to go there, but I really feel like, race played a part in it, because if it didn't, I really feel like my daughter would have had a chance. So long story short, the other young lady, she, two girls approached my daughter over one seat. The one of the girls had, obviously, one of them ain't had nothing to do with it because it was one seat. So one of the girls ain't had nothing to do with it. And she ended up getting in an argument with my daughter, pushing my daughter, and they ended up fighting. But either way, they approached my daughter first, and the other young lady who had nothing to do with it threw the first blow. And my daughter fought in self-defense. And they said on the board yesterday that they didn't feel like my daughter acted in self-defense. Exactly. I'm like, that's crazy. In what land do you live in? If my daughter had hit them first, I could understand them saying that. But the fact that they hit my daughter first, that's self-defense all day long. And y'all, they kicked my baby out of school for the rest of the school year. She's been out of school for an entire month. An entire month my child has been out of school. And they said she didn't act in self-defense. And I'm like, are you serious? But the other girl did. I'm like, huh? What kind of shit? So, I'm smiling and laughing now because, it's so disappointing. But I feel like, God do everything for a reason. And there is definitely a greater purpose in this whole situation. And at the end of the day, my daughter will prevail, and so will I. So the reason why I decided to call this live, a friend of mine that I went to high school with, she was on my last live, and she had made a comment, and I was like, damn, that's a good idea. She was like, basically, what you should do, one of the things you should do is have everybody you can think of. I don't give a damn if you're in Georgia or not. So y'all know I'm from Jersey. So get my friends and family in Jersey to call. Yeah, that's not fair at all. Hey, Miss Christine, how you doing? Yeah, this whole situation is crazy. She said get everybody I can. Like the first thing I did, I went on Instagram, I made a video. Then I went on my YouTube, made another video live. That was the one that's posted before the Valentine's video. So whoever didn't get a chance to check out that, please check that out, because I explained it as much as I could in detail. So yes, the superintendent's name is Mary Ellen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I apologize, I wasn't that prepared. I not so long got off work and I'm tired. So thank you. So silly. Thank you so much. So I wasn't that prepared. However, her name is Mary Ellen. I'm gonna do another live video after this one. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow, and you guys can, if you can't catch it at the time when I'm live, you can catch it later on in the day. And I'm gonna give her name, I'm gonna give her title, which again is superintendent, and I'm gonna also give the telephone number. Now she's a superintendent over all the schools in Henry County. I want to say she's in Henry County. I don't think she's in Atlanta, but just in Henry County. I live in Henry County, Georgia. So, but the assistant superintendent told me we need to go after the superintendent of discipline, which would be Dr. Crump. So I'm going to give you guys her name and her number and have everybody and their mama call, and just say Anaya Taylor needs to be back in school. Plain and simple, short and sweet, and that's it. Until we get on their goddamn nerves and let them know, no, you're not going to do this to my child. I feel like, honestly, what they're trying to do is prepare our children for the jailhouse mentality. First of all, that's a harsh punishment over one fight. I could see if my daughter was in there being a nuisance. I could see if she was in there showing her behind all the time. My kid is a good kid, yo. And I'm not just saying that. Okay, I appreciate it. I really appreciate the help, Marsha. I really, really do. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's one thing for me to stomp, scream, and shout. But when you got an army of people behind you, This is what they did back in the day, back in the 60s. An army of people came and we came hard and we came together. If we could come together and do something, and even though it is for the greater benefit of my child, this will prevent it from happening to somebody else's child. That's my reason. And I feel like a lot of parents, when things like this happen, a lot of people probably be like, oh, oh, well, we just gonna deal with it. Oh, well, we lost this battle, we lost this fight. No. Not this sister. Not my child. You made an example out of my baby already. So, how long? So they said, okay, Taj. So they suspended my daughter from now until the beginning of next school year. And actually, they didn't suspend her. They expelled her. And sent my child to an alternative school. And she's not a fighter. So it's one thing if she was a fighter, you know what I'm saying, and she could prepare herself mentally as well as physically. Yeah. Hey, Mimi 38. So I'm just like, yeah. Over one fight, and it was self-defense. I swear to you guys on everything I love, my daughter did not start it. For one fight, yeah. Very harsh. So they feel like they need to make an example. When I talked to my lawyer, he explained to me, he said, this is the exact reason. Very, very wrong, Ms. Jones. He said basically parents, they unfortunately don't do anything. They don't, I'm not going to say that everybody doesn't, but I feel like we don't fight hard enough, and we got to do that, yo. These are our kids. When I went to the school board to ask to do the appeal, to basically, submit my statement to ask to do the appeal, I asked the secretary. I said, hey, y'all want to send my daughter to an alternative school? I said, that's not going to fly with me. I'll homeschool my baby. I homeschooled her last year and I'll do it again. Okay. She told me that's not an option. The only option I have is to send her to alternative school. I said, no, you goddamn liar. I'm her parent. I have plenty of options. And at the end of the day, they feel like when you don't know, they're going to try you. I said, oh no, baby, I know better than that. And you know what? I'm very proud of myself. Because I can get very, very ignorant, but I didn't. I was calm throughout the entire process. I did show some emotion when we went to the first hearing, but I was calm. They said that I couldn't. They was like, nope, that's not an option. That you can't homeschool her. And, okay, so let me also let y'all know. Now that we took it and we appealed it with the local school board, right? No sense at all. Now that we appealed it with the local school board, okay, Miss Christine, no problem. I really and truly appreciate your support. Hugs and kisses to you, my love. Thank you for stopping by too. Now that we appealed it, basically, I have to now appeal it with the Department of Education for Georgia. If Georgia turns around, DOE, if they decline it, my lawyer told me I then have to take it to the Supreme Court. I have to take it to the Supreme Court. So I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. All the way to the Supreme Court level. That's how, and my lawyer also told me the reason why they have these policies and laws in place is because when they have the board meetings, none of the parents show up to be the voice for the students. So you have people who don't have children or people who have grown children making these types of decisions that's affecting our children. And furthermore, they think it's okay. And I'm like, you got me messed up. Oh, shucks. Okay, I'm good. I'm like, you got me messed up if you think you're going to do my kid like that. She don't deserve that. She's a child. She made one mistake. But my whole thing about this also is the fact that I cannot let go. The fact that the little girl who started it got to stay in school. She got suspended for a few days, honey, and was right back at school. I think she got suspended for maybe 10 days or less. And she was right back at school. Exactly. I'm not giving up. I'm not. Thank you, Miss Christine. I appreciate it. I'm not giving up, Miss Jones. I'm gonna fight this thing till the wheels fall off. I called Fox News. Their forum here in Georgia or in my local area, you have to leave them a message. Of course, that I know of. I check my messages regularly. They never called back. So I'm off tomorrow. So I was like thinking about taking my ass down there. My cousin gave a good idea. Shout out to my cousin Ruby. Y'all say a prayer for my family, by the way. In New Jersey, my family, this is totally off subject, but My family, they experienced a fire a year and a half ago, got burnt out, lost everything. On Saturday, they had another fire. And no, she don't. This is my daughter's first fight since preschool Tosh time. So she don't have a history at all. No, really no major behavior issues. She had like a couple of incidents, honestly, with like being a little mouthy, and I got after her and got on her ass real quick. But that's it, because she know I don't play that. But aside from that, she have no behavior issues. First fight, good kid, in my opinion. You know, compared to some of the other children I've seen and heard about. But anyway, my family got burnt out. They lost everything a year and a half ago. And they had another fire on Saturday in my cousin's apartment. And she just had a baby on Wednesday. I think it was on the 8th. She just had her daughter. She was in the hospital when this happened. Got discharged from the hospital. Lost everything. They just had a baby shower. Lost everything for the baby. Have nothing. So please keep my family in your prayers. And my cousin Ruby, she's dealing with some health issues. God is good. I know he is in control. And I just want to ask that you say a prayer for my family completely. My Jersey family. Well, my family in Jersey. And me and my daughter. But yeah, I couldn't read your comment, Miss Christine. When it comes back up, I'll, address what you said. Okay, so yeah, they both didn't get suspended. Thank you, Mama, I appreciate your prayers. I really, really do. Let me see. Exactly. I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate it, Marsha. Yeah, Mr. Pike sure told me. I asked them 3 times. I said, did you ask the parents? Okay, so the vice principal at the school, when the hearing was going down, I asked, was there anybody on behalf of my children, or my daughter, that could speak on her behalf, that seen what happened? He said it was people that would speak. However, their parents all said no. And I was like, that don't make no goddamn sense. So luckily, I seen one of the moms, again, Marsha, and she explained to me that wasn't the case. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm real honest with you, I felt some kind of way about that. But I really appreciate you being honest and being supportive. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it could be your child too. So it's like, we got to stand up and do something about this situation. Because my child is losing out on her education. For what? And my daughter told me, Marsha, that the little girl approached your daughter the week prior and offered to fight her too, and told your daughter that, don't mess with me, I'm bipolar. And then the little girl in the hearing said 3 times she says, thank you so much. 3. No, nobody recorded it. The only camera they had, Mama, for was in the hallway. Thank you, Tosh Time. But no, 3 times she said in the hearing, the little girl was Spanish, by the way, y'all. That's why I said I felt like it was a race issue. 3 times the little girl said, when I get angry, I get violent. And I can't control my temper. She got to stay, and my daughter had to walk. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm like, thank you, Mimi38. I appreciate it. So, yeah, they didn't have any cameras in the classroom, y'all. And, the best part. 2 teachers was in the classroom. Straight bullshit. Okay, wait. 2 teachers was in the classroom. The teacher and the teacher's aide, right? When I asked the teacher, what was you doing when this was going down? Because the class had just started. So I said, I'm 36 years old. It ain't been that long since I've been in school. When I was in school, my teachers did not play. Do you hear me? When we first came to class, we would be loud and unruly. But the teacher did what? Got control of the classroom like you're supposed to do. She said she didn't have control of her classroom. They was doing all the most. So she didn't hear what was going on. Didn't know what was going down. Now everybody around knew. Because, once somebody start arguing and people start standing up and getting each other face, everybody looking because they want to see a fight. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they don't want to see, but they want to see how it's going to play out. She ain't see none of it. Teacher's aide ain't see none of it, right? Teacher says, and I quote in the hearing, I said, so why you didn't break up the fight? No, they wouldn't give me the reason why the other child got to stay, Miss Jones. All they said was, we can't share the information with you. It's confidential. And the other students hit my daughter up and was like, Summer's back. Where are you? Why the heck ain't you here? Like, are you serious? Yeah. So, yeah. And then, wait, y'all. Best part. So I said, Miss whatever, Hightower, that's her name. Fuck her. And I'm not even going to be discreet about it. So I said, I guess so. Yeah, these teachers is a trip. Exactly. Exactly, Miss Christine. They just there for a paycheck. So I asked the teacher, what were you doing when they were getting ready to fight? Why you didn't break it up? She says, before she said what she's supposed to do, she said her safety was more important. And I was like, huh? Come here, Naya. Where my daughter at? Show my daughter like 91 pounds soaking wet. Exactly. Exactly. They saying exactly. They basically trying to make it seem like my daughter provoked, but I don't give a goddamn. Even if she did provoke it, I don't care. Even if they did felt like my daughter provoked it, once you lay hands on a person, you are guilty. Hey, Miss Lila, thank you so much, my love. How you doing? We love you too, my love. I love you as well. Even though they felt like my daughter might have provoked it, I don't care. Once you lay hands, once you push somebody first, they push you back. You swing. At the end of the day, it was two of y'all for one person over a seat that was not yours to begin with. That's bullying to me. So if anything, to me, they provoked it. They came, in my opinion, looking for a fight. And my daughter was like, well, I'm not going to buck down to y'all. Yes, the young lady pushed her first, and she had nothing to do with it. But I'm just like, yes, Mimi. She said that basically, yeah, they say, well, the teacher said her safety became first. And I'm like, wait a minute, parents are sending their kids to school. I don't think that's going to sit right with parents knowing that the teacher feels like, now I could see if it was a high school situation where you had two big linebacker dudes fighting or two thick ass chicks fighting. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? You like, well, wait, I had to wait for a minute to get in there and get some straightening or get the situation to calm down. No. These girls fought for like 3 to 4 minutes. They fought for a while. And they fought so long that they broke up the fight themselves. They just stopped fighting at one point because they got tired. Nobody tried to break it up. She said first, her safety became first. That's why she didn't try to break it up. And then she stated that she's trained to go and ring the bell for the school discipline officer or whatever the heck he is for him to come and break it up. By the time he got there, it was done. They was done fighting because they was tired. And I'm like, what the fuck? Never in my life. Back in the day, when I used to get into it with people or whatever, and then it was always them starting with me first for the most part, they would immediately try to come and break that up. Because if somebody get hurt, from what I thought, the school then becomes liable. And the fact that they argued first and you didn't hear or see anything, so that tells me you have no control over your classroom. Exactly. Something real fishy. What I believe it is, y'all. Something is real fishy about the situation. What I believe it is, my daughter had a situation in Florida. I pray it get resolved too. But my daughter had a situation in Florida where the part of Florida we lived in, y'all, I hate to say it, but it's very racist. This is the honest to God truth. And unfortunately, the teacher, my daughter was at the school, right? In the playground. They were outside. She had some brand new white sneakers. Another little girl, just to be, they're kids. So I don't really hold it against, the child like that, to be honest. Even this situation, I was upset when it went down, but I didn't hold it against the little girl because Mr. Pipe, by the way, called me and asked me that I want to press charge on the young lady. I was like, no. I said, they kids. They had a fight. And I don't want her mother to try to do that to my child. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was deep because my child did get her eye injured. At the end of the day, I felt like they kids. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? Hey, Miss Rebecca, I know, right? Sad to say. But the part where I lived at, from what I experienced, okay, Miss Christine, you have a blessed night too. Unfortunately, I lived in Tampa. Tampa to me was not that bad. I'm not going to say I experienced racism. That'd be a lie. But it wasn't that bad. But when I moved to Valrico, Florida, It was a different kind of ball game. I lived about maybe 6 miles away from the Ku Klux Klan headquarters. Didn't know that when I moved around there, but I found out. Okay, so you know. Oh, I could talk too, but I could only talk about what I know. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about everywhere in Florida. But I could tell you about the parts I have been to. And my whole thing about that is, yeah, they racist. The teacher told my daughter, so basically the little girl had stepped on my daughter's feet. My daughter pushed her to get her off her foot. And the little girl ran to the teacher and said, well, now you pushed me. You know how that go. Kids are kids. The teacher, instead of disciplining them both or saying something to them both, she goes straight to my daughter and says, I know where you people come from. You seem to think that sort of thing is okay, but I'm here to tell you it's not okay. And you already know. I was at the school like the speed of goddamn lightning. Like, bitch, I know you. Matter of fact, I had called to speak to the principal. The teacher found out that I was calling to talk to the principal, so the secretary transferred me to the teacher. I ate the teacher ass up, chewed her out over the phone. Still wanted to meet with the principal because, bitch, know what you said is not okay. Okay? So, long story short, me and the principal, we ain't like each other. She knew me well because every time something happened, good or bad, I don't give a fuck if it was a award ceremony for my kids, I was at the school. I don't give a goddamn if it was something bad, I was there. In other words, I'm a very involved parent. Exactly. I'm mama bear. I'm a single parent, so I have to be involved. But that's just who I am. When it comes to my kids, I don't play. Well, anyway, long story short, went to the school to see the principal. And she, tried to feed me that BS and tried to brush me off. And she was so sure that it wasn't meant that way. And blah, 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 blah. All the bull that they kick. So I said, okay, cool. Fast forward. I said, take my daughter out of this lady's class. Because if she feel like that about my daughter, she feel like that about every black kid in there. And I don't trust her. Take my daughter out of her class, put another class. Now, you know how teachers get down. Okay, let's just keep it all the way 100. That teacher that had a problem with my daughter, they go in the teacher's lounge. Exactly, Marsha. That teacher that had the issue with my daughter, they go in the teacher's lounge and they talk amongst each other. They do the talking. So my child gets taken from one teacher's class and gets put in the other teacher class. She already got a statement because she want to have her homegirl back because she told her in lunch her version of the story and she want to have her back. Exactly. Y'all, my child got to the lady class. The lady was fucking with my daughter. And she was the trip. I had a meeting with the lady. I was like, look, I understand you might have heard whatever about my kid, but give my child a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give her a chance. We in the meeting, she talking down at me like I'm a kid. My daughter went to say something, and you don't speak. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm the parent. I'm here. That's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to keep my cool because I know how I can get. And I'm like, nah, free, keep your cool. Because one thing for sure and two for certain that I did learn about when I was in Florida, coming from Jersey, they would call 911 on your ass in a minute. And I had enough run-ins, if you know what I mean. I don't need to be in situations like that. So I've learned over the years to take care of my temper and control myself. That's what adults do. Because I got to make an example for my kid, So at the end of the day, I'm sitting there, I'm listening or whatever. And the lady is being combative. She's being disrespectful. She doing the most. Because she already had her mind made up. She had a stigma against my daughter. Blah, 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 blah. Had enough of the new teacher. Tried to make a meeting in Florida with the principal. This bitch was in Paris chilling. So, long story short, when I went to the school to talk to the principal, the teacher found out that she came and asked why I was there. So I was there to see the principal. She said, well, would you like to talk? I said, sure, we could talk. So we went outside to try to talk. Homegirl flipped when I tell you she flipped the script, yeah, Mimi 38. At this point, I can't send my daughter back to that school, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to fight it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, that's not cool what they're doing to my child. And also, again, I can't stress it enough. If it happened to mine, it might happen to the next one. And I don't give a damn if this is the South. It's time for something to change. We done came way too far to still be in these type of situations when it comes to the children. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And something has to stop. And if I have to be the one to stop it, I'm more than willing. I pray I don't have to do it alone, but I'm more than willing to do what I got to do. But as far as Florida, me and the teacher, she started yelling like she did in the first meeting. She started screaming. enough is enough. Exactly. Hey, Miss CC. She got in my face doing all of that. Me and her going back and forth. And by the way, I'm like, are you serious? So me and her, I'm flipping, I'm cussing, I'm acting a fool. But then I said, you know what? Let me get myself together. Exactly, Miss Jones. In Jersey, the same thing. Like, the only way they'll kick a kid out of school that I know of, from what I remember when I was in Jersey, now things may have changed, but everybody I told, it was looking retarded. Like, what the hell? I never heard of no shit like this. The only way a child will get kicked out is if someone got brutally hurt, and they have a history of fighting. Like the young lady admitted, she had a history, or they brought a weapon, or some type of drug paraphernalia or something. Other than that, ain't nobody getting kicked out, because these children need their education. Well, anyway, hey Key, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, me and the teacher in Florida got into it. She in my face. I mean, it was like we about to throw down in the street. Racist as hell. Straight up racist. Okay? I'm trying to walk away. She came in my face and was getting close. Like, you know, when the way I am, if you get in my personal space, that means to me that you don't want to talk anymore. So she got in my personal space. So all I told her, I said, yo, you better get up out my face. Baby. Homegirl was like, and she's Caucasian, by the way, if y'all ain't figured that out already. Oh my God, she hit me. Oh my God. Everybody came out the classrooms, because I was like, are you kidding me? And this resource officer that comes to the school and helps out, she was walking up. I'm like, I just... Yeah, trust me, I would have loved to slap the bitch. Hey, everybody. Trust me, I would have loved to slap her. But that is a felony charge. You feel me? I could have. Because it was like, hey, it is what it is. But I was like, no, bitch, I ain't going down for this motherfucker. Because if I'm going to go down for doing this, I'm just going to bust your ass. Because this ain't nothing. But I said, nope, my child's still standing here. Free, this bitch is lying. So I'm thinking the resource officer going to have my back in the situation. And in my face, she made it seem like she did. Nah, she was in cahoots with the motherfuckers the whole time. And the secretary, they so fucking racist. Secretary had nothing to do with it. Because like I said, I did have a history of coming into school and going off, because they was always playing my child to the left. And both of my kids to the left. And I'm like, y'all can't get that. Okay. Girl, black kids attended school in Florida. But not a lot. It's maybe like, I want to say maybe about 25%. It's not a lot. Why is only one black teacher in the whole school? If anybody on my live that was from Valrico that know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? It's Nelson Elementary. I'll put it out there, okay? No, that I'm not bullshit. It's one black teacher in the whole school. That tell you something right there, okay? The secretary says, because the teacher made a big deal. She in the room, the resource officer, you know, she black like myself. She was coming back telling me what was going on, supposedly. But then when she was going to the room with them, from what I understand, she was flipping it. And I was like, damn, this bitch. She was flipping it. I was blown because I thought she was on my side the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, where I come from, yeah, they shoot you and kill you. I'm not gonna lie. People go through shit in Jersey just like anywhere else. But I'm so used to us sticking together. Like, we would go downtown and march to City Hall and band together in a minute. All right. Good night, my love. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. But I just wanted to give y'all an idea of why I think they're doing this to my child, which is still not right, but it's what I think. Wow, that is crazy. That's crazy, Miss Rebecca. That I just can't. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, in 2018. Like, it's just, well, the secretary says, and I quote, because they was trying to decide if they wanted to press charges against me for me going like that to her, to tell her to back up on my face. The secretary says, and I quote, and this is what the resource officer came back and told me. Oh no, this is what she told the teacher, you're going to press charges on her, and you're going to do it today. You're going to make example out of her for all of them. Because this woman thinks she can come into school and say what she want and do what she want. We're not having it. anymore. You're going to press charges and you're going to do it now. Superintendent, I call her several times about the school in Florida. I emailed, I called, I wrote, I went to the board at the school board in Tampa. Okay? I even wrote the fucking governor. That's how bad it got at that school. No, they don't give a damn about them kids. That's another story, Marsha. They don't give a fuck about them kids. And this is why we need to do something about this now. Because check this out. Need I remind everybody in this live and anybody who watches this video, these teachers are getting paid. Now, there's some good teachers out there, so don't take this video and think I'm trying to dog teachers. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, I know that's right. Miss Rebecca. Okay. Yes. It's crazy, y'all. Like, I'm not dogging teachers out because we need good teachers. Okay, the children are the future, right? We need good teachers. We need to show these children that they have the support system aside from their parents at home. When they go to school, the school is a place they can get an education and a place where they can be not only uplifted but encouraged. You know what I'm saying? And led by example. Yeah, we need good teachers, but yeah, it ain't a lot around here, Marsha. Unfortunately, from what my children tell me every day, how the teachers act and how they be treating them, it's crazy. However, I don't know. It's our tax dollars are paying for the police, all the public servants, including the teachers. And at the end of the day, if our kids are not getting what they deserve, again, we have the right to stand up and do something about it. No, these kids are not lying. Marsha, my daughter came home and told me one day another teacher. Okay, I know that's right. I know that's right. Thank you, Tosh Tom. Oh my God, thank you. Y'all, you made me lose my train of thought, Tosh Tom. I'm done with you. I know that's right. My daughter told me. Okay, my daughter told me one teacher said to her, and she said the teacher ended up being cool, but that shit didn't sit right with me. Here in Henry County, basically the teacher was like, I don't argue with kids. I argue with your mama. Go get her.
No, she didn't.
What she said?
She said,
come here. She talking about no, she didn't.
Yeah, she did.
What she said?
She said she got in a little boy's face and she said, I don't argue with kids, but I argue with your mama though.
What, ain't that the same damn thing that I just said, just different? It's not verbatim, but that's the same thing I just said.
Yeah.
And for me, that means go get her. Because if you tell my child, I don't argue with kids, I argue with your mama, you ain't got to say go get her. But don't worry, I'll be there. I get off of work at 2:30. I'll be there around 3. You gonna be there? Because you don't say nothing like that to my child. How unprofessional is that? My daughter said the teacher ended up being cool after that. I guess that's just her way of being assertive. But that didn't sit right with me. And I'm like, who says that? And the same teacher who allowed my daughter to have the fight in the classroom. Okay. I don't know. Look. All I know is I want my child to get a fair trial like the other child did. Okay, I'm on my way. You see your daughter tell you, okay, so you know I'm not bullshitting. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't understand. Teachers back in the day, they was harsh. Don't get me wrong, because I had a teacher who used to pinch the shit out of me every time I acted up. And I'd be looking at her like, what the hell? Why are you pinching me? They was harsh, but they didn't go that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't do all of that. And I don't know. Like, I just feel like the teachers don't care. My boys in high school, they in a math class. They needed help with their math. And the teacher told them she wasn't going over to work no more. That's what I'm hoping. I feel like when you go to the school and you try to talk to, that's another thing. These principals don't give a fuck. The principal at the school my daughter goes is black. And she's supposed to be from Jersey. Bye. She ain't care. She didn't care one way or another. The vice principal handled the whole situation, and all he did was build a case against my daughter in this situation that we're talking about right now. He didn't care. She didn't care. He didn't care one bit. They played it off like they did, but they looked out for the girl. They looked out for the other girl completely. So I don't know what the deal is as far as why. Well, I do know. Like I said, I feel like it's race. Okay. Yes. Okay. Call me. I'm there. I'm that chick. How you want to do it? You want me to call you? You want me to email you? It's not wine, dude. It's some grown folks drink. 1800 with some cran apple. It's good. It's real good. It's not bad at all.
Go to home.
Yeah, Miss Rebecca, I know back in the day they used to do the paddling and the hitting and stuff. I ain't with all of that. Like, I ain't perfect by no means, but when it comes to disciplining my children, I got it. I don't want, especially in this situation. See, back then you could trust the teachers. The teachers had better intentions. They weren't there for just a check. They actually went to school and got the education to become a teacher because they wanted to give back to their community. They wanted to give back to the kids. These teachers nowadays, they probably started that way, but they damn sure enough ain't finishing that way. Yeah, my cousin was telling me to get some signs and protests on the sidewalk too, but I don't know many people here. I keep to myself. I'm pretty much a loner. So that's why I'm trying to do these videos and do these lives. And I want to be more vocal with the parents as much as I can to see if I can protest. Because I said if I can't get the news on my own, I'm going to try to see if I can get the news to come to me. I need the media coverage. And that's why I was asking everybody to share this video because, and I don't care where you at. I don't care if you in California, Alaska, Nebraska. I don't give a damn. Share it. Because this needs to be national news. Okay? Yeah, I'm one army person. I am. But I need more people with me to make some noise. I really do. So, I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. Other than keep making noise. But just pray for me on the situation. I appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, I like face-to-face conversations too. Me too, yeah. You know, because kids not perfect. Sometimes they make mistakes. So I like to have my child. And I always tell my kids, don't have me looking like no goddamn fool. The story you gave me at home better be the same story when I get to that school. If I look stupid, you know what's going to happen to you. My kids don't play with them like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like to have it face-to-face too. And I can feel when a bitch lying or, you know, when their mannerisms ain't right. I can tell. So yeah, face-to-face is better. Thank you, Tosh Time. And thank you so much for the love and support. I really, really appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you. All the prayers I need. I need them. I really do in this situation because I've never in my life, until I moved to the South, even heard of situations like this. And then, I left out in Florida. When that situation happened, they kicked out both of my kids out to school. My oldest daughter and my youngest daughter. Just so I couldn't come back. Yeah. And my oldest daughter, they kicked her completely out the system. This is no bullshit. I'm telling y'all the real deal. They kicked the one who going through this right now. They kicked her completely. She was a ghost in Florida system because the shot record in Florida coincides with the school record. When they kicked her out the system, my pediatrician in Florida, she couldn't even find my daughter's shot record because we know we was getting ready to move to Georgia. So I went to the doctor. Yeah, I went to the doctor to get their paperwork ready. I said, well, we about to move to Georgia. My pediatrician was like, Tafrisa, I cannot find her she's a ghost. Went down to the board of education to make a complaint about how they handled the situation. It took them an hour and a half to try to find my daughter. They couldn't find her. Because not only did they kick the school, kicked my daughter, both of my daughters, even the daughter ain't had nothing to do with it, out the school. So I had no choice but to homeschool them because all the schools were crowded in the area. Kicked them both out the school in Florida, right? And then my oldest daughter maliciously took her out of the complete. She was a ghost in the system. They treated her like she was an immigrant. No bullshit. I had to go and start from scratch. When I tried to register my daughter for the virtual school for Florida, she couldn't do it. I had no choice but to homeschool her because they had no record of her. Yup. Naya didn't start it. Nope. No, Z. Naya did not start it. It's just the whole situation. I'm just like, damn, my baby. And when this happened, I was with my mom. I was in the car. I just broke down crying. I cried when we was in the hearing. I'm a strong woman, but you know we human. I cried when we was in the hearing when I seen her break down. And I was in my mom in the car. My mom talking like 2 weeks when I just cried. I said, damn, my child can't catch a break. I said, you know what? It gotta be that we getting ready to get a major blessing. I don't know how. Because you know God do everything in mysterious ways. But I said we must be getting ready to come up on a major blessing. Because when I tell you my family, and in particular this particular child, has been through it since birth. Like, she's been through it. And she's a sweet kid. Like, she makes mistakes, you know. She's a human being. And all of that, like everybody else. But, yeah, they are playing. Miss Jones, they are playing. Definitely. But my child been through it. And I just cry as a mom. Because I'm like, damn, like, my child shouldn't have to go through this. Just to get her education. Yeah, they playing. They playing, but they got the wrong one. They got the wrong one. So I said, I have to come for their ass. I have to come. I went back to the school last week before we had the appeal hearing yesterday and asked them to produce the paperwork that Florida transferred. Because the reason why I explained about Florida, just so y'all are aware, is because I feel like, well, she hasn't been at the school. So I told her when her friends have been hitting her up on Snapchat, Miss Rebecca, I told her don't get into it. But they have been hitting her up, letting her know. Yeah, thank you, Z. I couldn't help but cry. But I told my daughter not to, you know, indulge in conversation with the other students because we don't know, you know, who working with who and all of that. I do my live because I say what I have to say. But hey, Miss Evelyn, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But this situation, I have never in my life ever heard of nothing like this. And I know I'm in the South. You know what I'm saying? I know the South, how the South get down. But damn, in 2018 is how we doing children? You kick my child out to the next school year? And my lawyer told me that being that we're appealing it again, in order for me to get it to DOE, which is Department of Education, it takes 90 days for them to hear it. So by the time we even get heard by them, the kids gonna be starting this summer over one fight. It makes no sense, and I really feel like it's because of Florida. I agree, Miss Jones. I agree. All right, love you too. Thank you, Z. I really appreciate you stopping through. Love you, girl. Yeah, I really think that God is building me up for a lot of blessings. God is good. I'm just going to praise him and not give up and keep fighting the fight. So again, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close this down. I know some of y'all got to go to work in the morning. I've been blessed to be off. Thank you, Jesus. But it ain't like I'm off because I'm going to be working, trying to do what I can do for my baby. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, what the situation was and let y'all know that I'm going to come back with a live video more than likely tomorrow. If not, definitely Thursday. Giving you guys the telephone numbers of the superintendent, the telephone number of the discipline, director of discipline. That's her name. Her name is Dr. Crump. And the superintendent's name is Mary Ellen. I'm going to give y'all the phone number. Thank you so much, Miss Rebecca. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Jones. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Designs by MS Silk. Oh, they will expel a kid? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to let God take the will, Miss Mimi. I appreciate it, Miss Rebecca. I really, really do. All right. Good night, Designs. Thank you, Miss Lila. I appreciate you. Really, I really do. But, yeah, I have the number and everything for y'all. And what I'm asking y'all to do is call. Please call the school. Good night, Miss Evelyn. Have a blessed night. Call the school. The school board. And, hey, even if you just say something as simple as let Naya back in school. Or shit, whatever you want to say, sound off. That's what they're there for. But I really, really would appreciate the help in this situation. And again, as much as I can get this out there, I'm going to get it out there as much as I can. But I'm really going to need you guys' help in sharing the experience and sharing the story. So for all of my beautiful subscribers, you guys are wonderful. I really love them. I really love and truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys. All right, sweet dreams, Miss Rebecca. Have a blessed night. And I think everything gonna be okay, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to fight. And I gotta get in here and I gotta put my dukes up and do it. Love you too, my love, Tosh. And thank you so much for your support and your donation. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. I'm just getting new to this super chat thing. And happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. My Valentine's right here with me. I got 5 of them. My 4 kids and my Augie baby, my dog. That's my Valentine. I'm good. I ain't got time for nothing else anyway. I'm too busy. Alright, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Again, thank you so much for your support, you guys. Please, 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 please share the word. I appreciate if you share the video, but if for some reason you can't share the video, share the word. When I put that phone number up and I post that up here, please, you guys, if you guys can call and get the word out, I don't care where you are, call. Get it, let it be known. I want this. I'm praying to make this a national situation. Yes, it did. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Tosh Tom. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. God bless you, my love. You see me smiling, girl. Thank you. And I've been so busy, I got to support my YouTubers. So I'm going to be getting back supporting y'all periodically, little by little, in bunches. Some of y'all be posting like every 5 minutes. You know. But I get out here and do the best I can. You know how like I always do. Love you guys. Have a good night. Naya, come say bye. Really? Really? You just gonna come on my live and pull a drawer out? Good night. Naya!
No, I need to because something's stuck on he told me.
Okay, thank you. Don't hurt him. She trying to cut something off the dog nail.
Huh?
Come say bye. I'm live to your YouTube family. Oh, I forgot. I gotta give him a shout out. Come here. Naya and my son Dejour, we call him Mr. Day, aka Day. They have a YouTube channel. Come say hey. Hi. Tell my live about y'all channel real quick. Can y'all please go subscribe to my babies? I really, really appreciate it, and give them a thumbs up. Tell them y'all real quick.
It's called
Before my phone die.
It's called Day and Naya Gang, and
it's spelled DAI and NIYA.
Okay, y'all. So please go support their channel. Right? Would y'all appreciate it?
Yeah, we would. We do reactions and dance videos.
All right, y'all. They trying to do something positive, guys. So please support their channel. And on my next video, I'm gonna be doing some wig reviews. I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of my normal routine, but I'll be keeping y'all updated on Naya's situation as well. And I'll go ahead and put a link in, if I can, in this live, to their channel. If not, it'll be on my next video. Have a good night, you guys. Love y'all. That's Rara. Bye, guys.